All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. How's everyone doing today? Fantastic. Thank you all for coming out. This is another Thursday, third Thursday of the month. Agents of Hope, our nonprofit charity organization. We're here to motivate, encourage, and help you accomplish your goals and dreams. And each month, we bring a special speaker to share their success story, to motivate us and show us the way, powerful stuff. It's also a great opportunity to network and meet new people, exchange business cards, share your backgrounds, your profession, and hopefully motivate and enlighten each other. So with that, I would like to introduce our speaker, Mr. Adam Harris, great friend of mine. I've known him a number of years. We're co-members of a fantastic organization in Detroit, and he's done many great things. He's an excellent leader, wonderful mentor. He's written a number of books. My favorite is Adam's Law, and I'm sure he's going to touch on that this evening. And with that, please, a wonderful round of applause for my good friend, Mr. Adam Harris.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Shola for inviting me here. Serving on the 100 Black Men of Greater Detroit, and with this man of faith, man of purpose, man of integrity, has been really amazing. So kudos to you, brother, just for all that you do and for all that you do in the community to inspire and to encourage other people. So thank you. I think that deserves a round of applause. Absolutely. So I'm just going to share a few things with you guys today, and I really am delighted to be here. This is an opportunity just for us to be able to inspire each other, encourage each other. And I've gotten a chance to meet a few of you already, but I hope that before the night is over, I get a chance to meet everyone in the room. There's a poem that I love to share, which simply says, "I am the brown clay that God scooped from the sand. He molded me, then blessed me with his own two hands. He breathed life into my lungs, and he set me upon the land. I am God's finest creation, and he called me man. I'm the beginning of humanity. I am intelligent, and I am strong. My life will be full. My days will be long. My mind is the birthplace of philosophy and mathematics, positions of stars, motions of planets. I know the schematics. Creative civilization, master of architectural design. Knowledge, understanding, and wisdom flow from my mind. In my heart pumps the rich blood of kings and queens. I'm the descendant of those who knew all things. Adam and Eve, Noah, Moses, and Abraham, the blessed Muhammad, are just a part of who I am. Formed in the womb of God's most perfect gift, the black woman with her perfect skin, full lips and hips. The angels even look down while doing protective duty, and they secretly wish they possessed her beauty. I am her father, I am her son, I am her lover, I am her brother. God is the only thing I can place above her. I am the beginning, I am the end, I am what moves you. I am only beginning to truly understand who I am. I am God's glory, and I am God's love. I am the black man." It's a poem by Anthony Moore. Thank you. So there was an anthropologist that went to Africa, and he tied a basket of fruit around a tree. And this basket of fruit, after he tied it, he simply wanted a local village of kids to know that whoever got to the tree first, he would allow that kid to receive the whole basket of fruit. Little that he knew, all the kids began to assemble together, hold hands, and they all ran together to the tree all at once. And I share that because what the anthropologist did not know is simply the fact that all throughout Africa, there's this common theme and there's this value of Ubuntu, which simply means I am because we are because I am. Simply meaning that my belief and my hope, my dreams, my goals are not just dependent upon me, but they're also dependent upon you. And so what I want everyone in this room to know, that is the reason why I'm here. And so when Shola invited me to be able to come today, I was very, very thankful for the opportunity. But more so than that, I realized that I'm no good if I'm not helping my brother. I'm no good if I'm not helping my sister. I can't make it in life to be who I'm called to be if I don't help and give back to those who are helping me along the way. And I realized that I'm in this place to where I'm at today because of so many people who have invested in me, who've given to me, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Lo and behold, my sophomore year, I was getting ready to quit school. And it's a very true story. And I wasn't going to share with anyone. I didn't tell my mom. I wasn't going to tell my brothers, my sisters, or my family at all. I was at that place where sometimes you're hearing back from your old high school friends, and they're telling you, hey, look, this is all the things I'm doing. You know, I'm partying, living a life, and everything. And I was also wrestling and struggling with my gift of being who I was. And I got to the half point of my sophomore year, right before the college break, and I was literally getting all the paperwork to just drop out of school. Lo and behold, right when Christmas break came, my mom gave me this Christmas card, and all it said on the Christmas card was, "Season's greetings, keep pressing on." And to this day, actually, it wasn't until before I published the book that I told my mom that story. And I simply told her that if it wasn't for that letter, I probably would have dropped out of school. So it became my saving grace. It became a moment for me to remember that there's so many people that are counting on me. And for every person in this room, again, it's a mutual exchange where we don't know who we're sitting next to. We don't know that someone may be going through their own battles, their own struggles, their own trials. But at the same time, there's someone that's also sitting next to you that may be your biggest blessing, that may be your biggest miracle. And that's what I try to remind people, is that, again, everyone has their own issues, everyone has their own problems. But we all can use each other, again, just like Ubuntu, because, again, I'm no more bigger than my brother is of me. So I just want everyone to kind of remember that. And the other thing I do want to share is I also wrote a chapter, and I'm being kind of real with this, and it's very a touching moment for me. Everything that people see me doing today won't necessarily understand that a lot of that is a part of my dad's life. When I was growing up, a lot of my life involved going to school, but beyond just going to school, it was also me being able to serve my community. So we had a storefront church in the city of Detroit, and all we did was we served people on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis, so a lot of my life, since the time I could walk, as a 4-year-old kid, was going to school and going to help people and to serve people. And at the time when I was going through it, I can honestly say it became like this mundane task that I didn't realize would one day become my biggest blessing, my biggest asset. Because as a kid, you just want to play, right? You just want to go to school, play, do the things that you want to do. But I can honestly say that since I lost my dad in the 6th grade, ever since then, there was this moment of me trying to yearn to become who I saw him being. And a lot of my life today, in terms of mentoring, in terms of going out to reach young people, in terms of going out to be a blessing to someone else, is because I saw a model and an example in my dad. And so I share that because even for the men in the room, I want to remind you of your purpose, and I want you to remind you that there's a significant power that you have to be able to be a role model and to be an example for other young men. And a lot of times we hear about, the issues of incarceration, or again, the lack of resources that are in schools today, or whatever it may be. Okay, cool. So I was just simply saying that regardless of who you think you are at the current state in your life, regardless of who others perceive you to be, we all have a purpose. We all have a significant role to play in the lives of other people. And I just hope that I can encourage you to go out and be that difference maker for someone else. And then the last thing I'll share is this. I have been fortunate enough to work, again, through the 100 Black Men of Greater Detroit. I've also been fortunate enough to partner with other organizations such as United Way, such as the Boys and Girls Club, such as other organizations called the Student African American Brotherhood, that has allowed me to travel and talk with young men at different college campuses across the country, and also even here within Metro Detroit. I just want to remind everyone in the room that whatever your gift is, whatever your talent is, whatever your passion is, to go after that with the most zeal that you can. I always remind myself of something that I heard Denzel Washington say in a speech one day. And he said, I would hate to be on my deathbed and the ghost of my dreams visit me. So meaning that I would hate to be a person where I had all this potential on the inside of me and I never lived to see it come to pass. right? So if you can imagine, we think that some of the wealthiest places are, Donald Trump's house or, someone else who obviously is making billions and billions of dollars. But I really do believe that one of the wealthiest places in the world is the graveyard, because there's so many people who died with so many dreams that are on the inside of them. There's so many people that I believe that could have solved or made a cure for cancer, or could have allowed, something in their life to be able to happen, so that way that it could bless someone else. So regardless of whatever that dream is, regardless of whatever that passion that you have, my hope today with sharing this message with you is to simply keep pressing on. Let nobody stop you. Not your haters, not even the ones that are going to be your naysayers that say that that's something that they can't do, because the only thing that really is happening is that they're looking at your life through their own lens. And they just don't want you to get there because they can't see it for themselves. So I just hope that that's something that you can, again, take away. So this last thing is, I have 3 things I wanted to just share with you that I hope that everyone can just take away. And again, you can write this down, or you can decide to just, put it in your thoughts. And the first thing is discover your passion. One of the things that I realize is if you discover your passion, regardless of whatever happens, you'll have this internal light inside of you, and also this drive and this zeal for life that no one can ever take away. Right? So passion is huge, because also whatever you do, it won't feel like you're doing any work. It will get you up in the morning. It will keep you going through your day. Sometimes it's going to keep you up at night, because you're going to realize that there's something that I really have a purpose for, and I really want to make sure it comes to life. So find whatever that passion is, because, again, I think that is one thing that I've learned along my journey as well. Number 2, I would simply say to help somebody along the way. Help somebody along the way. This can be someone that's on your block. This can be someone that you see as a cousin or as a young mentee. This can be someone who literally that you happen to meet on the street. It could be someone in this room today. Help somebody along the way. There's tools that you have that someone else needs. And again, if we're in this place that we can inspire one another, why not give a moment to be able to share your life with someone else? And on top of that, there was a quote that I learned while I was in undergrad, and it was something that perplexed my mind at the time when I was in undergrad, but I really can tell you that it's manifested it myself in my life for such a long time now, which was simply a quote by Mahatma Gandhi, and he said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." And so there's literally even a chapter in my book where I talk about the importance of service, and the reason being is because the more that you give of yourself, the more you will actually learn about yourself. So in those moments where it's going to seem like, this is a mundane task, this is one of those moments where I'm not really, getting anything back, or it's one of those things where, I'm wondering what God is trying to do with my life. The more you give of yourself, I promise you that investment that you give out, it's just like a universal energy. It comes right back to you. And I've seen it time and time and time again in my own life. The energy that I put out, I promise it's come back. In moments that I never expected it. But so again, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And then this last and more personal thing that I think that we all can benefit from is getting to know who you are. And I think this is beyond just knowing your name. I think it's beyond just knowing what culture you're from. I think it's beyond knowing your ethnicity, your background, the race that you affiliate yourself with. This is really trying to discover, what has God put on the inside of me? What do I have that I can offer others? And once you do this, once you figure out who you are, and you can understand what that means to you, then what I promise you is this, is that it doesn't matter what anyone will say to you. It doesn't matter about the stereotypes, the preconceived notions, the biases that society tries to put on you. You will continue to stand tall like a tree. And I'm telling you, your tree will bear its own fruit. And no matter what anybody will say, you'll be able to just keep moving forward and keep pressing on, because you know that your life has been made for a purpose. So to end and to conclude, again, my time in front of you, and I do appreciate this opportunity, there is another poem that I'd love to recite. And again, it's something that has really blessed my life. And it's called Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You see, you are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us. It's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Thank you again for your time. God bless you. Again, I hope to meet all of you as well.